Founded in 1993, Infinite Campus has grown to become the most trusted name in student information, managing over 7.8 million students in 45 states. In a single product, we offer not only an SIS, but food service, finance, data warehouse, messenger, an instructional system, and more. We make it simple to streamline administrative processes and promote stakeholder collaboration with a powerful tool to personalize learning. Want proof? Let us show you. Across the Infinite Campus platform, everything is designed to be simple. Data is entered once and is updated everywhere in the system, allowing you to operate across all years and schools in real time. And powerful. We offer more features and functionality than any other SIS, saving you time, increasing your productivity, and reducing your costs. For example, Scheduler. With split-second building, real-time loading, and drag-and-drop changes, students can be loaded within seconds. Conflicts are displayed in real time, and there's no more waiting for uploads or report runs. Parent-Student Portal. Parents and students expect real-time access to information on demand. So we designed a portal that allows them to connect to everything that's going on at school from anywhere, anytime. Our portal provides parents and students with real-time access to grades, attendance, assignments, schedule information, and more. Gradebook. Take grading to the next level by allowing teachers to work at school, home, or anywhere they have access to the internet. Student performance can easily be viewed through graphs, color coding of scores, as well as calculated values. Gradebook harnesses the power of Infinite Campus to present complex information as simple and colorful visualizations, all a click away. Those are a few examples of what we're doing right now, but with Infinite Campus, we have your future covered as well. Want the most up-to-date technology? Simple. Our 200-plus in-house developers provide powerful, free enhancements every month, so the most cutting-edge technology is always available. You will never be left behind. Want 24/7 support? Simple. Our award-winning support team, online campus community, and portal are powerful options for ensuring your questions quickly get answered. What are you waiting for? See what Infinite Campus can do for your district. Infinite Campus. Simple. Powerful.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Paolella. I'm an application specialist for Infinite Campus. And today I'd like to give you a little tour of campus instruction. Campus instruction is the teacher portal. That's where you'll be able to take your classroom attendance. Your gradebook lives there as well, so we're going to show you a little bit of the gradebook functionality. I want to give you a little tour of Class Messenger. That's your messaging tool where you can easily send out and deliver messages to parents and students from selected classes. And then finally, we'll take a quick tour of the parent and student portal just to show you what they can access as far as assignments, grades, attendance, and things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at campus instruction. So this is campus instruction, and what you'll see is a list of tools that you would have access to based on your security rights. The first screen you land on is called the Control Center, and from here I'm going to show you how easy it is to take attendance for your individual classes. In this example, I'm a high school teacher that teaches 2 sections of English, 35 and 18, public speaking class, and an information systems class. So I have 4 classes total. This red box here is indicating to me, or the red dot is indicating to me, that attendance needs to be taken and submitted for that English 11, Section 35 class. So it's as simple as just clicking on the button there. And if all my students are present, all I have to do is click Save. If any student is absent or tardy, I would just click on A, T for tardy, A for absent. And by doing that, it opens up a little comments box where I'd be able to enter in any narrative text which would then be viewable by office attendance clerks. If office attendance had already been entered in prior to coming into the attendance tool, you'd be able to view the attendance code and any comments that was entered in by the attendance clerks from central office. And now you would easily see why this student is not sitting in their class at that moment in time. So again, if all your students are present, just come down here, click Save. If any student is absent or tardy, you're clicking the A button or the T button and adding any narrative comments in. By clicking Save, attendance is now taken for that student. In addition to that, you can click on a student's name from here and view any flags or health conditions that might be applied to that student. You also will have quick access to contact information, student schedule for the day, student grades, and attendance for the entire year. Now, in addition to taking attendance from the control center, there is also another attendance tool here on the left side toolbar that would allow you to take attendance in a seating chart view. Again, the seating chart view can be built however you want. They can be circular groups like you see here. If I jump back to my Period 3 class, I have that set up as a linear seating chart view. And all the same rules apply. You'll be able to view office attendance that has already been entered in, along with any comments. And all students are going to be marked present, and once again, either clicking on the A for absent or T for tardy button would indicate that that student is absent or tardy, which would then be viewable and managed by office attendance. Moving into the gradebook, you'll see here that my gradebook is set up for alphanumeric grading. Up at the way top of the screen here are my terms that I teach. Right now I'm in term 4. The drop down under sections would be my 2 sections of English and my other 2 classes that I teach. If you teach multiple sections of the same course, you can group them together as one single gradebook. But we're going to keep things simple and just focus on my Section 35 class. You'll notice here that I've got assignments built already in my gradebook. If I hover over any assignment, I'll get detailed information about that assignment and the grade distribution for that class. You'll see that my grades can be entered in as numeric grades, alpha grades. You could also create assignments and just assign those assignments to a group of students that you can create. So this first assignment here was assigned to just a group of students. So I could only enter in grades for those students that are part of that group. All the other students with these gray boxes are exempt from grades for that single assignment. Now, how we create assignments is simple. You can either just click Add and start building the content of your assignment. You can also create assignment defaults, which by selecting one of these defaults, so if I was going to create a 20-point assignment, I'll select this default and it will fill in most of the content for me. You'll notice here that it's very easily I can create one assignment and assign it to 2 sections of that English class. I could define, of course, the start and end dates for that assignment as well. And if I want to make any adjustments, I just click on the little calendar and make those adjustments. Really, all that's required now is just to give the assignment a name, so we'll just call this sample. I'm going to give it an abbreviation just so that it's very easy for me to find in my gradebook. The draft box here indicates, do you want to have this assignment be available for viewing out on the portal? If you do, you leave it as is. If you do not want it viewable on the portal by parents or students, just check off the draft checkbox. As we scroll down here, you'll see that my grading task is term grade using points, and it's 20 points. So this will be a 20-point assignment. In addition to points, you can also set up marks for your assignments. Marks would be things like alpha, and if you're not sure what the marks would look like, just click on the little View Details option right there. And in this case, it's going to be an A through F scoring that you would grade, and it would calculate into these percentages. All these types of gradings and percentages are set up for you at the district admin level and simply pushed out to your classes. So there's really no setup work that you would have to do as far as the different grading scales and calculations that are set up. You can also do things like marks. So if I say work marks, that would be something like this, where you'd be able to grade the assignment by entering in either plus or minus signs. So the gradebook is very flexible and supports all kinds of different gradings, but we're going to go back to our original points value. As a teacher, you can add in scoring rubrics, and then you could also define what the students would be able to see from the portal when looking at this assignment. You could have preset templates created. By adding a template, it defines the description, objective, and references in this example, and then you could fill in the blanks. You've got rich text controls. You can add in images as part of the assignment, tables, hyperlinks or URLs, and even include or insert YouTube videos as part of the assignment, which would then be viewable by students from the student portal. If I scroll down a little further, you'll notice that there is different content options. So do you want to upload an outside attachment, such as a Word document or a PDF as part of the assignment? Do you want to add in any Google Drive content from your Google Drive account? Clicking on the Google Drive button will simply just take you to that Google Drive content, and you could add that in as a resource so that can be also viewable or editable by students. Do you want to allow for quick assessments? You could actually build on-the-fly multiple choice or true-false assessments that a student would be able to access and take and submit back to you from their mobile devices or from the portals. Student submission option, you turn that on, that allows students to submit content back into the assignment from the student portal or mobile apps, and then you would be able to view that as a teacher from the gradebook. And then finally, do you want to create a classroom discussion and have a classroom discussion be part of the assignment as well? Again, students having the ability to access and put their input into that assignment from the student portal or their mobile app. Simply by now clicking Save, it adds the assignment into your gradebook. And now you can see here, my last assignment here is the assignment we just created. Once you're ready to grade your assignment, you can just click into the box and enter in your scores. 12 out of 20, and I'm just using my cursor going right down the list. 20 out of 20, 15 out of 20, and you're going right down the list. If I want to make any adjustments in any of the other assignments, I'm just using my cursor, and we'll change that 25 to a 20. I also have the ability to do a fill. So if this was all blanked out, and I had not added any grades in, let's just save that. If I expand out this assignment, what you'll notice is you've got some other options here. You'll also notice any students that are absent on the due date of the assignment, you're going to be able to see that the attendance codes that were entered in by office attendants. Now let's assume that all students got a 20 on this assignment except for one or two. Well, in that case, you'll utilize the multi-score function. And that allows me to easily come in and fill all the students' grades with that 20 score. And now maybe just this one student scored lower. I can do the same things with comments. So we'll add a comment in that says, "Great work," and fill that in. And then I can go in and adjust any of these once they're added in. And then we want to flag these assignments. So if they were all turned in, just click the Turned In button, and now they're all going to be indicated as turned in. You're now done with that assignment and grading that assignment. And now if I close this out, you'll see that all the students were marked with the grade of 20 except for this one student that got an 18. Now, if I expand to open grade totals, this allows me now to view the in-progress grade for all your students in real time. The in-progress column is simply just that. It's calculating all of your assignments, showing you their percentage in progress, the total possibility of the student's term grade, and the total in points, and what that grade is as of right now. When your district decides that it's time to post all the in-progress grades to report cards, it's as simple as just clicking on the Post button, which will take everything from the in-progress column, move it over to the Posted column. If I go over to my Term 3, you'll see that my Term 3 grades have been posted over to my report card column. And then from there, you would enter in your report card columns. You have the same fill functionality. And if any report card grades would need to be adjusted, you can certainly do that as long as the grading window has not been turned off by your district. The next stop is the Message Center. The Message Center is where you would not only receive messages from other staff or faculty members, but it's also your classroom messenger tool. This is the tool you can utilize to create and deliver messages to parents and students from selected classes. When you create a message one time, you can save it as a template so that you can reuse it. So here I've got a message template for parent-teacher conferences. I created this message one time, and there's what my message looks like. I've got rich text controls to build my message. I can add in images as part of my message. And I can pull in Infinite Campus fields so that it personalizes the message. In this example, I pulled in the guardian last name from Infinite Campus, the student first name, and my name as the teacher. So it will personalize the message as you deliver it. Messages can be dated in the future and scheduled to run automatically. You also can have the message delivered to the parent and student's internal inbox within Infinite Campus and to their outside email addresses. If your district has the text option available, you can also have the message delivered to mobile devices as a text. You would just simply go through a step-by-step option. So, does this message need to get delivered to all 4 of my classes? If so, just check off those classes. If it's just one class, just leave the one class checked off. Who are my recipients? Is it the student messenger contacts, mom and dad and the students, or just mom and dad? The next screen will give you a full summary of the message and how many contacts this is going to be delivered to. You can even review those recipients of that message and see what the final message would look like delivered to each recipient. The last step would just be to click Save, and then what you would get delivered a sent message log that you can print out as a report showing you date and time stamped who the message was delivered to. So that was a quick tour of the Classroom Messenger. And finally, down below here, I also want to point out professional development. Professional development will allow you to stay on top of all the enhancements that are being released within Infinite Campus. And also these can be used as refreshers in different areas of campus instruction. And this is simply just knowledge-based content. And you can see through that there's lots of content, and this is all based on your security rights. So I could easily come in and see how many professional development classes that I have in progress, how many I have not started yet. If I want to learn about campus instruction in depth, I would just go through each of these areas and perhaps watch videos about that content. How do I create seating charts? And I can watch that video. And then there would be a knowledge check at the end of that segment. And from up top here, I can see what my progress currently is. And I can go through the different content areas to not only learn about new areas of campus instruction, but also to keep my knowledge of campus instruction very fresh and very up to date. So that is what professional development is. And now finally, the last stop would be the parent-student portal. So as a parent, I'd be able to log into the parent portal, and I'd be able to do things like view grades for all my different classes. I could go to my message center and see if I've received any messages, perhaps from you, the teacher. And these are different messages that we have set up in the system here. Here's that parent-teacher conference message that we saw that you built as a teacher and delivered it to all parents from a particular class. And now as a parent, this is what the message looks like to me. I could also come down to today and view all the assignments that are due today and tomorrow for my individual students. This is the assignment that we created in the gradebook in my example and in this demonstration. And now as a parent, I could drill into that content, see what the score was, see any comments, and see if it was turned in. If there were any content such as YouTube videos, Google Drive documents, I would be able to view that here. I'll show you an example of that from another assignment that I have already created. If I go into this assignment here, you'll see what it looks like from a parent or student perspective if there was a YouTube video as part of that assignment, and if there was Google Drive files uploaded by the teacher into the assignment, I'd be able to view that content, and you'll notice here that I have native integration with Google Drive. All right. Now keep in mind the student also has access to the portal. So if I were to log in as a student, it's going to look exactly the same that a parent would see. The only difference is parents would be able to access all students' data that are part of their household, where a student logging into the portal would only be able to access their particular data. That will end today's segment of Infinite Campus. Enjoy the rest of your day.